Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and I want to talk about the partnered content section on D&D Beyond. I actually think the partnered content section on D&D Beyond is extremely important, and today I want to talk about what game should be added to the partnered content section. Not just a 5e, not just a Dungeons and Dragons now compatible canon adventure, right? That is fantasy based, but what should be added to partnered content? Let's get into it. So I believe that the current edition on Shadowrun is 6th edition. I believe Shadowrun should be added to partnered content, Dungeons and Dragons partnered content on D&D Beyond. You're like, wait a second, Scott, that's not even fantasy. First of all, it is fantasy, right? So Shadowrun is cyberpunk mixed with fantasy. It is an absolutely shockingly incredible setting, right? Now, should they bring it in? Should they bring it in with the current rule sets? Absolutely not. It is abominable. Shadowrun has always had garbage rules, right? So they should bring in Shadowrun, right? Announce it immediately and say within 3 months we're going to hand you a 5th era fully compatible Shadowrun world. Now, why should they do this? Well, believe it or not, I think there's no limits on what can be put into partnered content, right? You're like, well, why do you think that, Scott? Rick and Morty is there. That absolute garbage product means that 100% Shadowrun belongs there, right? So at this point, the horse is already out of the barn, right? So at this point, what we should do is you should add things to D&D partnered content that are good, right? Now the rules on Shadowrun are 100% garbage. They're absolutely terrible, and nobody should bring in 6th edition Shadowrun. What we should bring in is a 5th era compatible Shadowrun from FASA. Now, would this work? 100%. That's the other thing. There's nothing D&D can't get at this point. All they got to do is pick up the phone, right? Every OSR and every Indies numbers are so pathetic, so abominable. Their options are so limited compared to what can be done on Dungeons & Dragons that nobody's going to say no to anything going on D&D Beyond. The reason why we know this is Matthew Colville. If you can make him bend the knee, you can make anybody bend the knee, right? Like FASA will bend the knee. They will put their material on D&D Beyond partnered content. I believe Shadowrun should be there. It's epic. The world is amazing, and I really think it should be added. Every single word I just said is my humble opinion. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.